we passed the cape, hair like black seaweed and a voice like fade. Every man on deck stopped pulling rope, and the captain dropped his glass and said, God, I hope. Do not listen, do not look, do not follow where she's calling every sailor in the book. Tommy from the bow said she's waving at me. We tied him to the mast so we could not get free. He screamed at us for hours that we did not understand. By morning he said, thank you lads, I am a wiser man. Do not listen, do not look, do not follow where she's calling every sailor in the book. The siren sings and the siren lies, but Lord Almighty, what a voice. She will drag you to the deep if you follow your eyes, but she gives your heart no choice. The siren sings and the siren lies, and every sailor knows. Tie me to the mast, boys, before the north wind blows. Wrote it in the log every night. Encountered siren crew, survived, all men alright. Bosun lost his hat and 2 good lengths of rope, but no man lost his life today, and that is all I wrote. Do not listen, do not look, do not follow where she's calling every sailor in the book. The siren sings and the siren lies, but Lord Almighty, what a voice. She will drag you to the deep if you follow your eyes, but she gives your heart no choice. The siren sings and the siren lies, and every sailor knows. Tie me to the mast, boys, before the north wind blows. What? Wait. Still where no water should still, and the gulls left the sky without warning. The compass spun wild and the cold touched the hull on a perfectly clear summer morning. The lookout said nothing, he just pointed down to the shadow that covered the ocean. 100 feet wide and still moving toward us, a slow and deliberate motion. We had heard all the stories, we had laughed at the tales, we had called all the sailors liars. But nothing prepares you when the darkness below rises up through the hull of your vessel. Rise of the Kraken, the deep has come alive. Rise of the Kraken, no captain keeps his pride. Arms like black mountains, reaching for the sky. We face the Kraken, or we die. Old Garrett the bosun had sailed 40 years. He had seen every storm and survived them. He looked at the captain and said not a word, just closed his eyes and accepted. We had heard all the stories, now the stories were true, and the beast knew our name on the water. Every man at his post, every prayer to stood. Kraken, the deep has come alive. Rise of the Kraken, no captain keeps his pride. Arms like black mountains, reaching for the sky. We face the Kraken, and we survive. One night, where the masts still stick up and the lanterns still light. The captain said steady and we all said aye, but every man whispered a fast goodbye. The bosun said he saw a light moving slow between the dead hulls where no light should go. We poured out a rum as an offering to fate and hoped that whatever it was, it had already ate. Dead ships do not sink, they just wait. Dead ships do not sink, they just wait. Down below where the cold water stays. Dead ships do not sink, they remember your face. And they wait. Old Morgan swore one of the hulls turned to track us. A barnacled bow swinging slow to come at us. We pulled every sail and we ran with the tide and did not slow down till the morning arrived. The bosun said, I told you, and nobody laughed. We found 3 strange barnacles stuck to our mast. We threw them to sea and we said not a word and agreed as a crew that this never occurred. Dead ships do not sink, they just wait. Dead ships do not sink, they just wait. Down below where the cold water stays. Dead ships do not sink, they remember your face. And they wait. Speak of the graveyard at night. We do not speak of the moving light. We do not speak of what followed us home. We do not speak of it. We do not, we do not, we do not. They just wait. Dead ships do not sink, they just wait. Down below where the cold water stays. Dead ships do not sink, they remember your face. I have stood watch through the coldest of nights, when the stars were the only thing keeping me sane, and I thought I had learned all the shapes of the sea, every current and color and rain. Then one night the ocean went perfectly dark, not a wave and not a wind and not sound, and something moved under the surface below, so enormous it turned the sea around. It did not surface, it did not rise, it was content to remain in the darkness. And I understood then, the sea is not ours, we are guests in a house without mercy. The Leviathan sleeps in the deep below, where no light has ever arrived. I do not fear death the way that I did, since the night I learned we survived by permission. I never told the captain what I saw that night. Some things belong only to water, but I said a prayer every morning since then, for my sons and my sons' sons and daughters. The Leviathan sleeps in the deep below, where no light has ever arrived. We do not own these waters, we are kept alive by permission. We had been at sea for 40 days and the storms would not stop. So the bosun said, I know a woman who can make this lot drop. She lives on a rock off the coast of nowhere. She has got 3 eyes and extraordinary hair. Extraordinary hair. We found her at dawn with a cauldron of green, the most unsettling breakfast that I have ever seen. She looked at our captain and said, I know why you came. You want calm water and you do not care about the shame. We do not care about the shame. Rum for the sea witch, rum for the sea witch. She does not take gold, she does not take silver. She only wants rum and a reasonably honest answer to one very uncomfortable question. Rum for the sea witch. Pay the lady her rum. She asked the captain, have you ever been afraid? He said only twice, with a face that betrayed. About 47 instances clearly repressed. The witch nodded slowly and said, good enough, I am impressed. He was clearly impressed. She took the rum, she threw something in the sea. She said, be gone before the tide, that is all, leave me be. The storm's cleared up by the time we reach the bay. We do not discuss what she asked or what he chose to say. We do not discuss it. Rum for the sea witch, rum for the sea witch. She does not take gold, she does not take silver. She only wants rum and a reasonably honest answer to one very uncomfortable question. Rum for the sea witch. Pay the lady her rum. Rum for the sea witch. No port and she has no destination. She has sailed the same water since 1681. The captain stands at the helm through every weather, and none of the crew has aged since she begun. Since she begun. We saw her at midnight off the Cape in winter, running full sail against a wind that was not there. The lights were all lit on her decks and her rigging, but no living man was breathing her air, breathing her air. The Flying Dutchman sails when no ship out to sail. The Flying Dutchman wails a song without an end. See her once and live, see her twice and pray. See her 3 times and you will sail with her one day. They say the captain made a bargain in a storm, that he swore he would round the Cape if it took eternity. The sea took him at his word, the way the sea does, and gave him all the time he would ever need. All the time he would ever need. The Flying Dutchman sails when no ship out to sail. The Flying Dutchman wails a song without an end. See her once and live, see her twice and pray. See her 3 times and you will sail with her one day. In the record as a fog and a light, we did not write what we saw in the dark of that night. But every man changed the course of his life after that. There are things the sea shows you that you cannot take back. The Flying Dutchman sails when no ship out to sail. The Flying Dutchman wails a song without an end. See her once and live, see her twice and pray. See her 3 times and you will sail with her one day. With her one day. from the sea, I do not sleep well. The land feels wrong underneath me at night. I lie in the dark and I listen for water and something that moves at the edge of the light. My wife asks me what I am looking for out there. I tell her the horizon and the pain, but the truth is I cannot stop thinking about what I saw on the water one night in the bay. There are things in the deep that do not have a name, that the charts do not mark and the books do not claim. And once you have seen one, you carry it home in the part of yourself that is always alone. What lurks beneath the water stays beneath the water. It does not follow you home. What lurks beneath the water was there before us and will be there when we are gone. But I think about it every night I am on land, and every night at sea. I have sailed with men who went quiet one season, who laughed and were easy and then one day were not. They had seen something out there that rearranged them, and none of us asked, and none of them forgot. What lurks beneath the water stays beneath the water. It does not follow you home. What lurks beneath the water was there before us and will be there when we are gone. But I think about it every night I am on land, and every night at sea. I still think about it.
Had been at sea for 40 days and the storms would not stop. So the bosun said, I know a woman who can make this lot drop. She lives on a rock off the coast of nowhere. She has got 3 eyes and extraordinary hair. Extraordinary hair. We found her at dawn with the cauldron of green, the most unsettling breakfast that I have ever seen. She looked at our captain and said, I know why you came. You want calm water and you do not care about the shame.
We do not care about the shame. Rum for the sea witch, rum for the sea witch. She does not take gold, she does not take silver. She only wants rum and a reasonably honest answer to one very uncomfortable question. Hey! Rum for the sea witch. Pay the lady her rum. Hey! She asked the captain, have you ever been afraid? He said only twice, with a face that betrayed. About 47 instances clearly repressed. The witch nodded slowly and said, good enough, I am impressed. He was clearly impressed. Hey! She took the rum, she threw something in the sea. She said, be gone before the tide, that is all, leave me be. The storms cleared up by the time we reached the bay. We do not discuss what she asked or what he chose to say. We do not discuss it. Rum for the sea witch, hey, hey. Rum for the sea witch, hey, hey. She does not take gold, she does not take silver. She only wants rum and a reasonably honest answer to one very uncomfortable question. Hey! Rum for the sea witch. Big Thomas made a wager in the Portsmouth in one night that he would board a ghost ship and come back to tell it right. The crew all put their coins down and the innkeeper held the pot. And Thomas walked to the harbor in the dark to prove his lot. To prove his lot. To prove his lot. To prove his lot. Thomas walked into the dark to prove his lot. Hey! The ghost ship had been sitting in the harbor for a week. Not a soul had been aboard her, every man too scared to speak. Thomas crossed the gangplank with a lantern in his hand and came back 20 minutes later, whiter than the sand. Whiter than the sand, whiter than the sand. Thomas came back 20 minutes, whiter than the sand. What did you see, Thomas? What did you see? What was on that ship, boy? What was it that made you flee? Thomas took the money, but he never said a word. And to this very day, boys, that is everything we heard. Hey! He bought the whole tavern around with the potty one. He smiled at all of us and said, consider it done. We asked him every question, pushed him every way we could. He just shook his head and said, I would not if I were you. I would not if I could. He would not, he could not. Thomas took his secret to the grave. Hey! What did you see, Thomas? What did you see? What was on that ship, boy? What was it that made you flee? Thomas took the money, but he never said a word. And to this very day, boys, hey, that is everything we heard. Hey, hey, pay the lady her rum. Hey, 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 pay the lady her rum. Hey. The fog came in 3 days before we saw it, thick as wool and cold and raw somehow. The kind of fog that muffles sound completely, even the ocean going quiet now. The lookout in the crow's nest called down something. We could not make the words out through the white. The captain sent a boy up with a message. The boy came down and would not speak that night. We heard it before we saw it, a sound like stone on stone. Too large to be a living thing, too close to be alone. There is a monster in the fog, there is a monster in the fog. Do not ring the bell, do not light the lamp, do not give it anything to follow. There is a monster in the fog. Stay still and do not breathe, and maybe it will pass us by tomorrow. We sat in silence for 4 hours in the darkness. Not a lantern and not a voice and not a sound. And slowly the fog began to thin by morning, and nothing was there when the light came round. There is a monster in the fog, there is a monster in the fog. We do not know what it was, we do not know where it went. We only know that it chose not to take us. There is a monster in the fog, that is the whole of the story. That is all that we can say.
Come down from your mast, love. The night is so warm. I have watched you sail over me, season and storm. Your hands on the roping, your eyes on the stars. Come down from your watch now. Come down to where we are. I have sung down 100, 1,000 and more. They all hear my voice in the end from the shore. They think it is longing, they think it is love, but the sea always takes what the sea is made of. She sings you down, she sings you down. She does not hate you, she does not lie. She is only what the ocean is before you arrive. She sings you down, she sings you down. long ago. I stood where you stand now. I let go. The sea did not take me. I chose to remain. And now I am part of the tide and the rain. She sings you down. She sings you down. She does not hate you. She does not lie. She is only what the ocean is before you arrive. She sings you down. She sings you down. And in the dark water, you finally find the thing you were missing your whole sailing life. She sings you down.
Of death came up from the sea. They hit the ship, they hit it hard, they almost got me. One took the mast and one took the sail. One wrapped around the cook and they let out a wail. Let him go! Let him go! Let him go! The captain drew his sword and he cut at the beast. He said, I have faced worse on land at the very least. Which none of us believed, but it was good to hear when the arm comes through the porthole and grabs your ear. Not the air, not the air, not the air. 12 arms of death, and we live to tell the tale. 12 arms of death, and we still hallelujah. The Kraken did its worst, and we laughed in its face. 12 arms of they sail away, and solo away. The cook came back with only one boot remaining. He said the arm was polite about it, not complaining. We asked him what he meant and he said hard to explain. It set me down quite gently, for it went away again. Gently, gently. We raised a glass to every arm that missed us and poured one out to sea so the beast would not miss us. We wrote it in the log as navigational delay and found the nearest port and drank for 7 days. 7 days, 7 days, 7 days. 12 arms of death, and we live to tell the tale. 12 arms of death, and we still had a lay. The Kraken did his worst, and we laughed in his face. 12 arms of day sailed away, and sailed away. Hey, hey,
are bones on the ocean floor that no one is coming to claim. There are names in the water that no stone has engraved. Men who sailed and did not return, whose ships went down without witness, whose families still waited long after there was nothing left to wait for. The sea does not sort the brave from the reckless. The sea does not weigh what a man deserves. The sea takes the greedy and takes the devoted and gives back nothing but cold water and words. There are bones on the ocean floor. There are bones on the ocean floor, and the ocean keeps them. The ocean keeps them the way it keeps everything that was ever lost down there. There are bones on the ocean floor, and the sea does not remember their names, but I do. But I do. I have known men who went down in clear weather, not in storms and not in battle, but just gone. Ships that vanish between one port and the next, and the ocean gave no explanation and no apology. There are bones on the ocean floor. There are bones on the ocean floor, and the ocean keeps them. The ocean keeps them the way it keeps everything that was ever lost down there. There are bones on the ocean floor, and the sea does not remember their names, but I remember. But I remember. Last one left who was there that night. The others are gone these 30 years and more. I have told this story to my children twice, and they listen politely and change the subject after. We were 3 days out from Nassau, heading north. The water was that color that comes before a storm, and something rose beside us in the early morning. Something that had no right to have a form. I do not ask you to believe me. I am 83 years old. I have nothing left to prove to anyone, and nothing left to sell. I am only telling you because I am tired of being the only person in the world who knows. I am the last man who saw it, the last man who saw it rise. I am the last man who saw it, and I have looked into its eyes, and I am not afraid anymore. I made my peace with what I know. I am the last man who saw it, and soon there will be no one who saw it at all. It looked at us, I know how that sounds. The way an eye looks when it knows what you are. It did not harm us and it did not linger. It went back down and we went on so far. I am the last man who saw it, the last man who saw it rise. I am the last man who saw it, and I have looked into its eyes, and I am not afraid anymore. I made my peace with what I know. I am the last man who saw it, and soon there will be no one who saw it at all.
There is a lighthouse on the northern coast that does not appear on any chart. The keeper there will wave you onto rocks with a very professional and friendly heart. A very friendly heart. We saw the light and we knew the cape was wrong. The rocks were right where safety should have been. The captain said that lighthouse should not be there. The lighthouse keeper shrugged as if he had not seen. As if he had not seen. The devil's lighthouse, the devil's lighthouse, shining on the rocks where no ship out to go. The devil's lighthouse, the devil's lighthouse, kept by someone very professional below. Hey! We turned hard to port and we missed the rocks by feet, and the keeper raised his hat to us politely. Hey! We logged it with the Navy and they said we have no lighthouse there, and smiled quite rightly. Quite rightly. So if you see a lighthouse where no lighthouse ought to be, and the keeper waves at you with such good cheer, steer hard to port and do not wave back at him. He has been doing this for several hundred years. Several hundred years! The devil's lighthouse, the devil's lighthouse, shining on the rocks where no ship out to go. The devil's lighthouse, the devil's lighthouse, kept by someone very professional below. Hey! have seen what lives beneath the water. We have heard what sings along the shore. We have watched the fog moving around us and come out the other side once more. We have lost good men to things without a name. We have sailed by lights that should not have been lit. We have made our peace with what we cannot explain and decided we were not quite finished yet. The sea is full of things we do not understand. The sea is full of things that understand us better. The sea does not care whether we are brave or scared. It only cares how well we hold together. And we sail on, past the monsters and the myths and the deep. We sail on, through the fog and the dark and the grief. Because this is what we are, this is what we do. Because the horizon is always worth the cost. We sail on. When I am old and done with all the water, I will tell my grandchildren what I know. That the sea is full of wonders and of terrors, and both of them are reasons you should go. And we sail on, past the monsters and the myths and the deep. We sail on, through the fog and the dark and the grief. Because this is what we are, this is what we do. Because the horizon is always worth the cost. We sail on. I would do it all again. Every monster, every night, every fog and every darkness, I would sail into the light. She was sitting on the rocks when we passed the cape. Hair like black seaweed and a voice like fade. Every man on deck stopped pulling rope, and the captain dropped his glass and said, God, I hope. Do not listen, do not look, do not follow where she's calling every sailor in the book. Tommy from the bow said she's waving at me. We tied him to the mast so we could not get free. He screamed at us for hours that we did not understand. By morning he said, thank you lads, I am a wiser man. Do not listen, do not look, do not follow where she's calling every sailor in the book. The siren sings and the siren lies, but Lord Almighty, what a voice. She will drag you to the deep if you follow your eyes, but she gives your heart no choice. The siren sings and the siren lies, and every sailor knows. Tie me to the mast, boys, before the north wind blows. wrote it in the log that very night. Encountered Siren, crew survived, all men alright. Bosun lost his hat and 2 good lengths of rope, but no man lost his life today, and that is all I wrote. Do not listen, do not look, do not follow where she's calling every sailor in the book. The siren sings and the siren lies, hey, hey, hey. But Lord Almighty, what a voice! She will drag you to the deep if you follow your eyes, but she gives your heart no choice. The siren sings and the siren lies, and every sailor knows. Tie me to the mast, boys, before the north wind blows. The graveyard of ships one night, where the masts still stick up and the lanterns still light. The captain said steady and we all said aye, but every man whispered a fast goodbye. The bosun said he saw a light moving slow between the dead hulls where no light should go. We poured out our rum as an offering to fate and hoped that whatever it was, it had already ate. Dead ships do not sink, they just wait. Dead ships do not sink, they just wait. Down below where the cold water stays. Dead ships do not sink, they remember your face. And they wait, hey, hey. And they wait, hey, 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 hey. Old Morgan swore one of the hulls turned to track us. A barnacled bow swing slow to come at us. We pulled every sail and we ran with the tide and did not slow down till the morning arrived. The bosun said, I told you, and nobody laughed. We found 3 strange barnacles stuck to our mast. We threw them to sea and we said not a word, and agreed as a crew that this never occurred. Dead ships do not sink, they just wait. Dead ships do not sink, they just wait. Down below where the cold water stays. Dead ships do not sink, they remember your face. And they wait. Hey. Hey. We do not speak of the graveyard at night. We do not speak of the moving light. We do not speak of what followed us home. We do not speak of it. We do not. We do not. Dead ships do not sink, they just wait. Dead ships do not sink, they just wait. Down below where the cold water stays. Dead ships do not sink, they remember your face. And they wait. And
has no port and she has no destination. She has sailed the same waters since 1681. The captain stands at the helm through every weather, and none of the crew has aged since she begun. Since she begun. We saw her at midnight off the Cape in winter, running full sail against a wind that was not there. The lights were all lit on her decks and her rigging, but no living man was breathing her air. Breathing her air. The Flying Dutchman sails where no ship out to sail. The Flying Dutchman wails a song without an end. See her once and live, see her twice and pray, see her 3 times and you will sail with her one day. They say the captain made a bargain in a storm, that he swore he would round the Cape if it took eternity. The sea took him at his word, the way the sea does, and gave him all the time he would ever need. All the time he would ever need. The Flying Dutchman sails where no ship out to sail. The Flying Dutchman wails a song without an end. See her once and live, see her twice and pray, see her 3 times and you will sail with her one day. We logged it in the record as a fog and a light. We did not write what we saw in the dark of that night, but every man changed the course of his life after that. There are things the sea shows you that you cannot take back. The Flying Dutchman sails where no ship out to sail. The Flying Dutchman wails a song without an end. See her once and live, see her twice and pray,